You are watching MLS Daily. Here is the Major League Soccer update. No Major League Soccer action today, but plenty worth talking about. From the weekend action, according to American Soccer Now, MLS Thoughts, Caps Future in Limbo, Youth Report, Arfsten surges, and more. ASN's Brian Ciaretta is here with his latest thoughts around the MLS, including his weekly youth report on U.S. youth internationals. MLS Youth Report, Hall, Miller, and Tsakiris enjoy big performances amid strong season for young Yanks, according to American Soccer Now. ASN's Brian Ciaretta breaks down the midweek for young Americans in MLS with Julian Hall and Peyton Miller scoring big goals and Nico Tsakiris leading a San Jose turnaround. American Soccer Now reports, Crocker departs U.S. soccer, Yanks struggle in Europe, youth shines in MLS. ASN's Brian Ciaretta is here to break down the top stories in U.S. soccer, MLS, and Americans abroad. According to American Soccer Now, MLS. Young players shining, Berhalter surging to free agency, Luna responds. ASN's Brian Ciaretta writes about the top stories in MLS, including the breakout of several young American players, including Xavier Gozo, Julian Hall, and Nico Tsakiris. MLS. Youth is served with RBNY and RSL. Montreal is awful, USMNT update, and more. ASN's Brian Ciaretta is here to offer up his thoughts on the week in MLS. According to U.S. soccer players, MLS Week 15, FC Cincinnati scores 6, Red Bulls win at Sporting Kansas City. Week 15 of the 2026 Major League Soccer season opened with St. Louis shutting out Austin FC 3-0 at home. An own goal put St. Louis up in the 40th, Falo Fall doubled their lead in the 56th, and Daniel Edelman finished off the goals in the 90th minute. St. Louis goalkeeper Benjamin Lunt made 2. The bombshell of the day, Lewandowski heads to MLS. The bombshell of the day, Lewandowski heads to MLS. The international transfer market is witnessing a historic move. Legendary Polish striker Robert Lewandowski has reached a full agreement to become the new franchise player for the Chicago Fire, marking the beginning of an unprecedented chapter in his successful professional career. Full agreement and move to the United States. The striker's decision was finalized after a private visit he made 2 weeks ago, during which he toured the club's facility. New stadium needed to keep Whitecaps in Vancouver, MLS Commissioner Don Garber says. Seattle, AP. MLS Commissioner Don Garber said before the United States beat Australia at the World Cup on Friday that the Vancouver Whitecaps need to have a new stadium deal in order to keep the club in Vancouver. We're committed to keeping the team here if we have a viable stadium project, Garber said, which we don't have now. Financial hurdles have hit the club despite its success on the pitch. BC Place, the Whitecaps' home since 2011, is government-owned and operated by BC Pavilion Corp. Suspended union executive has reportedly failed to complete MLS training, according to Yahoo Sports, MLS. The Philadelphia Union have had a woeful start to the season on the field. Photograph Isaiah Vasquez, Getty Images. Despite being eligible for reinstatement, former Philadelphia Union sporting director Ernst Tanner has not resumed duties with the club. Multiple sources with knowledge of the situation said this week, in part because he has yet to complete his league-ordered restorative practices training. Tanner was suspended through 1st June by Major League Soccer after a league-ordered investigation. Red Bulls Ronald Donkor signs extension with MLS club, according to Yahoo Sports, MLS. Midfielder Ronald Donkor signed a 3.5-year contract extension with Red Bull New York, keeping the 21-year-old in Harrison NJ through the 2029-30 MLS season. The burgeoning Red Bulls midfielder had been in the final year of his original contract, which he signed with the club back in 2023, and his new deal includes an option for the 2030-31 season. Ronnie has developed into a really important member of our club, and we are very excited to keep him with the club for the conference standings. Here is where teams sit right now. That is the recap. Follow MLS Daily, and we will see you next time.